Hey everybody, what is up? Pop Daddy here, and as I said last week, spooky season has officially begun, and as I did with my first horror movie review of the season for The Invitation, I'm coming here with a treat that both you should love and I definitely love, and that is the monster cereals. You can see, and I'm going to be doing my ranking, because as you see right here, I've got the 4-pack of all 4 of these. I picked these up at Sam's, and it's the 4 that are available this year: Fruit Boot, Frankenberry, Boo Berry, and Count Chocula. No Yummy Mummy this year, so unfortunately this is all I have to work with. But I will be doing a ranking of these today. And before I get started on that, just so I'll give you a little baby update. So this past week, Baby has had for the first time both beef, like baby beef, and applesauce. She loved the applesauce. She could not get enough of it, and she was so happy eating it. It was so great. I'm feeding it to her, and she's like eating it all up. The beef, not so much. She took one taste, and she was like, I don't care for that. So that's what we're dealing with. Also, I've got a surprise review for you at the end here, but first things first, I'm doing a little plug. My buddy Josh over at Movie Timelines, he provided me with this shirt here. He actually did a trivia contest a few weeks back, and I won it, so I thought I'd be a nice guy and plug his page. Check him out on YouTube. He is Movie Timelines, also known as Horror Movie Timelines. It's a very awesome site, or a very awesome channel. It's got a lot of niche videos, but it's cool. I enjoy watching them. They're short, they're entertaining. You can watch a bunch of them, and before you know it, like 2 hours have gone by. And so that's great. Be sure to check him out. Josh is a great guy, and he's probably not going to see this, so hi Josh. Let's get started. Okay, so here we go. Now, as you may or may not have known, the monster cereals began around the early 1960s as like a fun cereal by General Mills. The only 2 that were available at the time were the Count Chocula, and Frankenberry. Those were the only 2. Then in the following years came Boo Berry and Fruit Brute and Yummy Mummy. Now, Yummy Mummy isn't available this year, so I'm going to have to give them an honorable mention. So, honorable mention to Yummy Mummy. So, honorable mention, Yummy Mummy. From what I remember, you were great, and I'm not going to tell you right now, but at the end of the video, after I've given you number 1, I will tell you where I would have placed this had I ranked it. But as for now, you will remain an honorable mention. Yummy Mummy, I apologize. Now, on with countdown. Number 4 is Boo Berry. I remember as a kid liking this cereal, but not loving it. And as I got older, I realized why. It's that I have a theory. When people say that they love blue foods, they love blue raspberry. They don't love blueberry flavor. And the blueberry flavor in this is what I believe it to be a huge turnoff for me. Got the blueberry right here. And weird thing this year also is, I don't know if you can see, there are X's for eyes. I don't know why. They don't have the full pupils, they just have X's. So got Boo Berry here. Like, it hasn't really changed since the olden days, unless that's more recent. But as you can see, X's here, pupils there. I don't know. Blueberry, I love blue food, but it's gotta be blue raspberry. Blueberries just don't do it for me, unless they're in pancakes or muffins. So, Blueberry, I'm sorry. 4th is where you're at now. That's dead last. Also, fun fact, the original voice actor for Boo Berry is Paul Frees, who has had a huge amount of work done, most likely with the Rankin Bass films, like Santa Claus is Coming to Town and whatnot. But I know him best as your voice of the ghost host from Disney's The Haunted Mansion, both Disneyland and Walt Disney World. So that's a bit of Boo Berry fun trivia for you. Number 3, getting this one out of the way early, but you might say it's sacrilege, but you know, that's my opinion, so I do apologize. And number 3 is Frankenberry. Now, this one's a classic. This one is, of course, modeled after Frankenstein, and with a flavor of strawberries. Plus, a fun fact, his fingernails are, which you can't really see on here unless the artists were too lazy to draw it. Actually, Cause Monster Prize. I believe Cause is the company that did this art, but which is why they have weird gray puffs of smoke by their head. I don't know why. Anyway, but as you can see in the original artwork, the fingernails are actually little strawberries. So that's a little fun fact. Strawberry taste is a little bit too subtle for me, which kind of ranks it so low because I usually love strawberry flavor, but it just wasn't doing it for me when it came to Frankenberry. And I do apologize, Mr. Berry. I am not a fan. Well, I am a fan, but you're not making it to the top of this one. But thanks for playing, and let's get it up. Let's move on. Our runner-up position is one that disappeared for a long time. In fact, it's the most obscure of the serials they can still get today. It only really found relevancy in a couple of the Quentin Tarantino films, in both Reservoir Dogs and Pulp Fiction. I can see it in Tim Roth's apartment and on next to Eric Stoltz in Pulp Fiction. Tim Roth in Reservoir Dogs, of course. And number 2, our runner-up goes to Fruit Brute. Now, as you can see, you got Fruit Brute right here. Fruit Brute is a cherry flavor, and the weird thing is, the marshmallows, they used to taste like limes. They used to be a lime-flavored marshmallow, because as you can see in this picture here, the marshmallows are green. Here they're just pink and orange. And while it still tastes like cherry, the lime flavoring is gone from the marshmallows, and while it's still a good cherry flavor, I don't dig it as much as I used to. But I mean, it's still good. It's still a good cereal. It's still a good cereal to get you in the monster mood. The lime marshmallows really kicked it up a notch. Into first place, I don't know, but you know, they were still pretty good. And so Fruit Brute, number 2, runner-up. That brings us to number 1. If you've been paying attention, you know exactly who number 1 is. I'm not hiding it. You know, it's not easy. You saw all the cereals at the beginning. You know who this one is. This one's the classic. This one's the OG. This one is the one whenever you think of monster cereals, chances are this is the cereal think of. And that one is Count Chocula. It's whenever you think of monster cereals, he's the one that you think of. Whenever you think of, like, you know, anything to do with Halloween, when it comes to sweets or breakfast time, he's the one you think of. This cereal, I remember being the only one that was available year-round when I was a kid. In fact, it might still be year-round today. I don't really eat cereal, but I do enjoy any of the monster cereals. So, Count Chocula, you're my number 1. And I know it's obvious, but I mean, sometimes you gotta go with the flow. If it's what you enjoy, then embrace it. And Count Chocula, you're my number 1 pick. Now, as I said before, Yummy Mummy probably would have ranked, if I remember it correctly, I probably would have ranked it 2nd or 3rd. But unfortunately, it wasn't here for me to try, so sorry, but you're reduced to honorable mention. Okay, so as I said at the beginning of this review, I had a surprise review, and that is this candy corn flavored syrup. And a few of you have tagged me in posts about this, saying, oh, you gotta try this, you definitely should try this. So I found some tonight. I was able to track it down, and it's actually pretty glittery, and there's glitter in it. You know how I know is on the bottom there. You can see all the glitter has met up at the bottom. Now, I looked for something to put this on. Unfortunately, we don't have any waffles or anything currently, so I've got a spoon, and you know, I feel that's the best way to try it out. So let me make sure. Okay, good. There's a seal here. Okay, I got the seal off, and as you can see in there, it's kind of oogie and oh, it smells. It smells like candy corn. Let's try this out. Pretend it's just cough syrup. Okay, there we go. A little dab will do ya. I don't know if you can see it well there. I'm using the rear-facing camera because that's a better one, and I freed up enough memory to use it. I had to delete like 2 text message groups, but I got it. So, down the hatch. That's candy corn. It's got a very vanilla taste to it. It's weird. I wouldn't mind putting this on something like, you know, pumpkin waffles or pumpkin pancakes. It's available at Walmart. This bottle was like $3.15. It's very juicy currently, like not very thick, so pretty good. Give it a shot if you find it. If you like candy corn, I know that's a very thin audience that does. I'm not a fan of candy corn, but I do enjoy candy corn flavored items. Is that weird? I don't know. Anyway, try it, and you know, if you like your Monster cereals, be sure to pick up a 4-pack at Sam's Club or BJ's or Costco. No, they haven't paid me to promote, but I'm doing it anyway. And you know, next page you can see how you can contact me. I'm not putting it up this time because I've ran out of memory a few times, so it'll be on the next page. And be sure to check out my blog. I've been putting up daily stuff every day from now until Halloween. I'm already on day 3. I've done favorite movie, favorite candy, favorite TV special. It's a great time. I post on my Facebook the links daily, so be sure to check it out. And you know, thanks for watching. I love you all, and I will see you next time. Peace.